Hello traders, it's John from Trader Growth, and we're here on the second day of our 30 video in 30 days challenge, and I would like to talk about a topic that I do not think gets as much attention as it deserves. And that topic is the importance of focus in trading. I know that seems very simple, but the fact of the matter is, if you take a minute and think about it, when's the last time you traded? And how focused really were you? Were you in between another task? Were you on your phone? Were you maybe at your day job? Were you maybe helping your wife? Were your kids screaming down the hall? Chances are you probably weren't focusing as much as you should have. And in my belief, I think that when you are trading should be of the utmost importance, and it should devote 100% of your focus and attention. Let's talk about why I think focus in trading needs to move up on your list of priorities as a trader. I'm going to try and keep this video a little bit short today, guys, somewhere around 5 minutes. Hopefully I hit that mark and I'm able to impart a little bit of knowledge. Focus is a very active thing that we partake in. Most people see focus as something that you just have. And focus is not something you have. Focus is a skill. It is something that you can practice. It is something that you can hone. Take any 18-year-old fresh out of high school and enroll them in the military. Their self-discipline is probably very low on the list of things that they're able to do well in life. And by the time they are an active member of the military, their self-control has grown to a level to rival most anyone. And that's because of the regimen. Self-discipline is a learned behavior. It is a habit. It is a belief, as well as focus. When somebody tells me that they don't have focus, I basically, what I think they're saying to me is that it doesn't matter to them. If you say to me, well, I can't remember someone's name after I've just shook in their hand, it's because that person didn't matter to you. If that person truly mattered to you, you would not have forgotten their name. It's the same thing with trading. If you're losing focus during your trading, it's because you're not devoting the necessary effort to the task and the habit of focus. How do we dial in focus? And how do we know when we're off task? So let's think that we're trading right now and we're working within our charts. If our phone is nearby and we're tempted to grab our phone. If there's music playing and you're bobbing and nodding your head along. If there's noise outside. If there's noise outside of your office door. You have to really dial in your environment. And for some people, that means cutting out the noise. You cut out the noise, you won't miss your signals. The average person's attention span, they say is very small. So how do we increase our attention span? Well, that's through exercise. So you need to be actively working in your charts, okay? So if you focus and you find that you lose focus after 10 minutes, then you need to stop doing what you're doing. You need to walk away from your charts. And then come back. Try for 11 minutes. Try for 12 minutes. You may get to the point where you realize that you can be very focused for 30 minutes. And now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Most professional traders know that their focus is also very limited. So there's a reason why at both the open and the close of the day for the first about half hour is the most volume, because you have the most attention that you will ever have during the day during that period. At the open, you have incredible focus. You're dialed in. As the day goes on, you'll notice that your trading might get really sloppy, as well does most traders. So if you have a very limited attention span and focus, say maybe only 30 minutes, where you can say deadly focused, then only trade the open of whatever session you're in, New York, London, Tokyo, wherever you live, and similarly only trade the close. And do nothing in between. Walk away. Don't even be at your trade station. Don't be at your computer. Okay? You need to be focusing on what really matters. And that is devoting 100% of yourself to that task. If that means you have to shut off your phone, then shut off your phone. If that means that you can't trade because you're at a day job, or you can't trade because you're about to leave for your night job, or whatever circumstance you're at in your life, you need to understand that focus and trading results go hand in hand. Many mistakes are clearly evident in hindsight, because at hindsight, obviously all the information is there, but also there's a different kind of focus. There's a different form of energy. So the next step in taking focus and really getting to the next level is something that I preach with students and I practice every day with myself, which is mindfulness. Mindfulness is a complete study in certain areas of psychology where we talk about being mindful of yourself, your breathing, your emotion, your habits, your body, the way you're speaking, and simple things like mindful breathing exercises for a few minutes every day, mindful walking, mindful sitting. All of these things can help you maintain a level of focus. Mindfulness basically says this, is that you know your mind is going to wander, and that's okay. We're human. Let it wander. But recognize that your mind has wandered, acknowledge that, and bring it back to your center of attention. Bring whatever it was your focus, bring your focus back. Right now in the middle of doing this video, I've had 2 or 3 different things pop up in my head where you acknowledge it and you have to bring it back. For very few people, more than 5 minutes, you'd be superhuman to be able to completely focus on something for that long. So you need to be constantly monitoring yourself. And then finally, guys, I guess the last part that I would like to leave you with is really take in the idea of focus as a trading skill that you need to get up there. A lot of people refer to things as soft skills, and I really think that the biggest improvements in your life come through these soft skills that aren't directly measurable, but at the same time they have great impacts on what you do. And I think focus in trading is a soft skill that should be very high up on the priority, almost as high as having the discipline to utilize your stops. Because if you're not focusing on your entries and exits, if you're not focusing on market information, if you're not reading the tape, if you're not looking at volume and you miss any of these key things because you're distracted or you've lost focus, then you can really take your trading to the next level if you cut out those mistakes. And I guess hand in hand with focus really is fatigue. So to maintain focus, you can't be fatigued. Everyone has a limit, no matter superhuman or not. You have a limit. If you haven't slept well, if you've had a fight with your wife, if there's an argument in your personal life, if you've just lost a lot on a trade or you've just made a lot on a trade, chances are you're going to be a bit unstable, fatigued in one way or another, and you won't be able to focus. So keep that in mind. And guys, that's really it. This is a very broad topic. I spend sometimes several sessions with students dealing with the idea of focusing and focusing well. It's an area of trading that you can grow greatly in, but you probably haven't even thought that it's an important skill. So I hope this kind of rings a bell and says, hey, let me take a look at how well I am focusing. How many distractions are around me? Am I even self-correcting when I notice that I'm distracted? Is my focus wandering and I let it wander? Do I not have the self-discipline to bring my focus back? So I hope this helps. This is just a quick video for today, guys. I hope you had a great day. Oil, if you're trading oil with me, oh man, we're killing it. Mastermind chat room is coming out. Most likely it'll be the final week in April or maybe even May, because I have had some students whisper me who are in college and they're in the middle of taking care of some things and they can't really start. And I'm thinking, you know what, if I'm going to do this as a mastermind where I'm trying to teach as many as I can, it might be better off just to delay by a week or two to really get a few more people on board when we get started. Head to the website if you haven't and pre-registered. I would appreciate that if you have any interest. Any interest in mentoring and coaching, reach out to me. And as always, guys, trading is a lifelong endeavor. It is a skill that we're constantly improving on. And if you're the type of person that's hungry and you love to constantly improve, trading may be the place for you. Give it a look. I appreciate everyone. Thank you very much. Stay hungry and humble.